This is another video for Spartan Society to the Battle of Leuctra, and we're looking at religion, death and burial and festivals, and this video is on the Karneia. We can see that there are 3 festivals that we need to look at here, and this is the third of 3. So the Karneia was in honor of the god Apollo Karneos, who was a manifestation of 2 gods, one called Karnos, who was a ram god, and Apollo himself, so it was like an amalgam of the 2. And the story goes that the ram god Karnos was a diviner. He was a seer. He could predict the future, and he was killed by one of the very early Spartans, and that really upset Apollo, who sought vengeance and exiled that Spartan from Sparta forever. And in honor of, or to reconcile with Apollo, that's why this festival, the Karneia, was introduced. And Apollo Karneos was a manifestation of the 2 gods joined together again to honour Karnos and Apollo together. So the festival was held at the sanctuary of Karnos over 9 days during the month of Karneos, which was in August. 9 men for 9 days, for the 9 days of that festival, would live in bowers, which are like a structure made out of wood and twigs and leaves and all of those sorts of things, near the temple of Apollo, and it was supposedly to remind them of what it was like when they first settled Laconia. And they also made rafts to try and remind them of the fact that they had made their way over to this land supposedly on rafts. And a ram was sacrificed again in honour of Karnos. So Karneia had musical contests in honour of Apollo, because there's Apollo there with his lyre. Apollo was a god of music and dance. And there was also, probably the most significant part of this festival was the Catch the Runner race, where the best runner was chosen, the fastest runner was chosen, and then there were all these grape cluster runners, so other runners were chosen by lot, and they had to run down or chase down the fastest runner, and if they did catch him, then it was a good sign. It was divination again in honour of Karnos. Karnos was a seer who could predict the future, so this was to predict the future for the forthcoming year. If they caught the best runner, then it was a good prediction, it was a good omen, and if they didn't catch him, then it was a bad omen for the following year.